Hey kids, back again to help us solve another mystery?
Detective Scott and I could use all the help we could get. We're trying to solve the mystery of the meaning of Jesus' miracles.
The mystery of the meaning of Jesus' miracles.
So, Detective Kevin, can you let us know what we know so far?
Well, this is the case about a blind man who was sitting on the side of the road begging for money.
Oh man, that seems like a really bad situation.
Yep, and he was sitting there and all the crowds of people were walking all around him, just ignoring the poor guy. But even though he couldn't see, he could hear all the commotion and was wondering what was going on. Commotion like this.
Oh.
Imagine
So
all
much-
the shouting and cheering.
So much noise. Well, I sure hope someone stopped to at least tell him what was going on.
Thankfully, they did.
Oh.
They told him that Jesus was passing by, so he jumped up from the ground.
Oh.
And he started yelling, Jesus, Jesus, please, can you come help me?
This is a crazy story.
Yep, and the people around him were so embarrassed because he was yelling. They told him, quiet down, stop making all this noise.
So, is that what he did?
No, he screamed, he yelled even louder, Jesus! Jesus, come help me! He had no shame at all.
That's crazy. Well, then what happened right after that?
Well, Jesus actually noticed him, stopped what he was doing, and told the man, hey, come over to me. And can you imagine what the man's excitement was when he heard
Man,
this?
he must have been so excited.
Yep, he hurried over as fast as possible, and Jesus said to him, what do you want me to do for you? And the man held up his hands, and he said, Lord, I just want to see again.
Wow, what an amazing story. I love that Jesus noticed this man sitting beside the road and nobody was caring about how he's screaming and trying to get somebody to help him. But I wonder what gave him the courage to scream and shout like that and make a big fool of himself, you know? I wonder if it has anything to do with maybe the meaning of the story and the mystery of Jesus' miracle.
The mystery of the meaning of Jesus' miracles.
I wonder if there are any clues in this handy briefcase of ours that could help us out.
I bet you there is.
Oh,
Oh!
I am thinking something. I wonder if the man understood Jesus' heart, that Jesus loves us and cares for all of us, especially those who are left out and are rejected by other people.
You know what? Yeah, I imagine this guy had spent so much of his life being ignored and being on the side and treated like an outsider. And he was desperate enough to beg at the side of the road and take that rejection that day, just like he had all the other days. But somehow he'd heard all that Jesus was doing for people, and he just knew that Jesus cared and would listen to him when no one else would. I bet you that's true.
Wow, so I'm thinking that the meaning of the miracle is that Jesus has a heart and that he really truly cares for each of us, and there's no shame in asking for what we need. Just like the guy who screamed and shouted at the top of his lungs for Jesus to help him.
That makes sense, and that's so beautiful. I just hope that we can also learn to have the same heart like Jesus did.
Me too. Well, kids, thanks for helping us solve another mystery. That didn't actually take too long.
Oh, not too long at all, Kevin.
Hey, Scott, why did the detective get to go home early?
I have no idea.
Because he had a brief case.
Okay.